off as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the New England Patriots. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You ready?
47.
Come. Get it.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
50, plant.
Check, 47-yard line.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
On first down, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
180, black 11.
Blue there. Check.
Hey, Delta. Start.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Taylor. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Saints first down. 50.
180.
Mike, 58 right there.
Alpha.
36. Check 43.
Topper. Hey, Rocket.
Rivers on first down, looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. It's Hill, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 16 yards, a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
180. Hey, 79. 79.
Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing, Rivers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. With a sack, it's Ziggy onside.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On the set.
47, check my 47. Hey, I'm coming up to you.
Ready?
Check 26, check 26.
6-6, pull it high. And lead grip.
2nd and 5. And this one's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Herbert. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hit it.
Focus, defense, focus.
Check up.
Check 3.
Greystone, Travis. Check up.
Off the bootleg. Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Ready. 60 yards. Let's go.
From the gun, Herbert. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
To Traquan Smith. Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guy. Will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Stidham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. To return is Taylor. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Step around 80. Block 11. Know your job.
They go play action. Rivers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Play fake. Rivers. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Stidham, he'll rifle it into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Taylor now returning it. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bills have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Left, right. Ready? 51 the mic. 51 the mic. Here we go.
Throwing Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Third and long for Rivers. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel. That'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9. At the 20.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Rivers. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Rivers. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Play action now. Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fields. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
51. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Kill.
Run 80. Wait, 89.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They're running it.
Rivers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Phillip Rivers with his third touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And he's got Snead. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a give right side. Hilliard. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. There defensively to make the play, Joejuan Williams.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
It's caught. Smith. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll take it at the 42. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake. Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Catch is made by Harry. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 18-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Slam. Shoot.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Block 11.
Watch the curl. Kill. Check out.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's a party now. Hey, alert.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Landon Roberts. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
At their own 29-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. You got 3 down.
Get it.
They'll run. It's Hilliard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read.
Seven's the mic. Let's go heavy.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
31 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The give to Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah.